It's very exciting news about the HD remasters of Croc, but people who bought the first run of Croc Sega Saturn were less excited when booting up their new game. On the menu and in the game, Croc is missing his head and some enemies are just eyes. This issue seems more widespread in the PAL region, but some players in the US online have also said their copy was similar. This affects the initial release of the game, and later batches fix the issue so don't have this problem. This is footage of my PAL version being played on real PAL Sega Saturn hardware and booted up in the normal way. However, you can get worse glitching that also affects the sky, lava and other assets. This seems to happen if you boot the game using a pseudo Saturn. You also get the additional glitching if you play the PAL game on a US or Japanese hardware with an action replay or pseudo Saturn. One of the features I am excited for in the new HD remasters is the Crocopedia with long lost development assets, concept art, animation tests and developer interviews. Hopefully there is some Sega Saturn stuff in there, and there may even be a mention of the Saturn bug. I bought my Croc as a cheap used game for around £5 when the shops were getting rid of Saturn stock in the late 90s. I got two games, Virtual Hide Live and Croc. I played Virtual Hide Live and thought it wasn't very good. Put Croc in and he was missing his head. I honestly couldn't believe me luck. At first I thought my disc was broken, but there were no scratches on the disc, it was flawless. It wasn't until years later I read online about the issue. There are some reports that they put a slip in the manual to explain for the PAL version, but my version never had one of these. In lava areas and later in the game, things get even worse. Let me know in the comments if your version of Croc is like this, and if you're looking forward to the new HD remasters. The glitches literally become game breaking on some of the levels, such as this boss fight, where all the assets join together. Croc is a very good game for Saturn, despite the tank controls even when using the 3D analog controller. Graphically it looks excellent and I'm a big fan of this game. Luckily there is a simple workaround to get the game working normally. Simply leave the Saturn disc lid open when switching on the console. Once the CD menu comes on, close the lid and boot the game from here. By doing this, the game will boot up normally. Here is the level select screen and Croc's got a head, which is a good sign. You would have thought this would have been picked up in the game testing before release, but apparently game testing was on development hardware, which didn't need to do the same checks before booting. This just felt like it was typical of the Saturn's look at the time. It didn't seem to get any luck. But I think this game looks and plays really well, and it's one I'd recommend you play on the Saturn. And I'm really looking forward to the HD remasters. Check them out. You've been watching Retro Dad and Modern Lad, the YouTube channel. If you've liked this video, give it a like. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. We cover all the best of Saturn. Thanks for watching.